Good morning, everyone, and happy birthday, Craft Round the Clock. This is my portion of the big slumber party celebrating the 1-year anniversary for Craft Round the Clock and celebrating hitting 20,000, except now I think we're up to 22 in Craft Round the Clock. So since I am sort of bringing up the rear here, and our slumber party is almost over, I thought we could all use a little treat. So what I'm going to be working on this morning is a cute little, I'm going to call it my birthday tray, because I think this would be adorable to get breakfast in bed on your birthday. When you jump on, please tell me hello. If you see the big red live button right there, then you're catching me live. If it's no longer there, you're catching the replay. Just type in replay so I know you checked in with me. Good morning, Miss Angela. Hey, Miss Lisa. Okay, y'all. So this is a cup that I did yesterday, and we're going to coordinate. We're not going to match, because y'all know I don't like matchy-matchy. And then I'm going to be making a little celebration tiered tray. I've got 2 uranium glass saucers and a candle holder from Dollar Tree. I wanted to show you a cool little thing about uranium glass. So if you shine a black light on it, it glows. That's how you know if it's true uranium glass. And I just happen to have a black light here. See how that glows? Now, if you shine it on just regular glass that's this color, nothing. So I'm going to set those aside because what we're working on today is the tray. So I have just a silver tray here that I got at probably Goodwill. And I have painted the bottom of it copper, because we're wanting it to coordinate with my cups, which have, I don't know if you can see it, they have a little bit of copper between the stripes. And then I have base coated the top of it with plaster paint, liquid wax matte. This can also serve as a bonding primer. Lost my words for a minute. And then I painted a coat of plaster paint in sweet cream, just so I've got a good solid base coat on this. I'm not going to be putting this in the oven. This will be air curing, so I'm not worried about anything bubbling.
Angela said you painted the cup?
Yes, Miss Angela, I painted this last night. I'm experimenting how to paint on glass so you see the pattern on both the outside and the inside. So don't judge me on the cup, okay? Please. All right, let's get started. So what I want to do is all of this pretty decorative around the edges, we're going to paint it in copper, and when it dries, we're going to come back and patina it. And then we will do another base coat in the Folk Art multi-surface in white on the bottom, and then we're going to do our black checks. But let's see how else we can decorate this up. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to do the copper on the decorative bits first. And I'm using Paint Couture's Metallics in metallic copper. Look at that. It looks like liquid copper. Isn't that yummy? But we're going to also, I've got tons of brushes over here. We're also going to patina it. I think I'll just use this one. That's what happens when you have too many brushes. If y'all have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I love questions. So I am just, you can't see me over here. Let's see. I'll try to hold it up like this so you can see it. We've just got to get all of this filled in. And there are so many little grooves that it's going to take some pat, pat, pat to get it in there. So how is everybody this beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning? We are getting ready for Pinners in Atlanta next week. Yay, y'all, I can't wait. I get to meet some of my hostess sisters for the first time in reality. And Debbie and I are taking an entire weekend to see what we can find to bring to y'all. Is anybody else going to Pinners in Atlanta? It's awfully quiet.
Susan Bodolato said beautiful color.
Thank you.
R.M. LaFay said I want to go so bad.
Oh, Mara, I wish you could go too.
Teresa Crane said I can't wait to meet you.
I can't wait either. Now, I need to warn everybody, I'm a hugger. So I'm going to squeeze the stuffings out of you. It's kind of weird to feel like all of these people are our good friends and we've never met them before. I'm sorry. Mr. B is over here helping me with comments because y'all know I can't do two things at once. I get in trouble when I try.
Angela said, me, but you knew that.
Yep.
Connie Wilson asked, is patina a paint?
Patina can be a color of paint. We are going to faux patina this. What patina is the colors and textures that metal turn when they oxidize, so when they've been outside or they're just really old. So you know how copper has a blue-green kind of color when it ages? That's what we're going to go for here.
Unique said, he, me, pat.
Hi, Miss Pat. All right, y'all.
Rhett said, oh, there's Mr. B. Hello, you two.
Hey, Miss Rhett. Have I ever told you that I love your name?
Charlotte Nelson said, I'm a hugger, too.
Good. Okay. So that's what we're getting. I know it's hard to see, but we're just going to keep going. And I'm hoping that I don't take up my full 45 minutes just doing this.
Angela said, I got a lot of stuffing to squeeze.
Good.
Marie Morgan said, here from cold Missouri.
Oh, is it cold in Missouri? Y'all, it's supposed to be 85 here today.
Kathy Stoots said she's a hugger too.
Good. I read an article as a teenager, because y'all know I'm a nerd, that said that humans need 8 hugs a day for maintenance and 12 hugs a day for growth. I try to get my 12 in. Sometimes I have to chase Mr. B down.
Debbie Stevens sent 200 stars.
Ooh, thank you for the stars. We got a lot of people up early on a Sunday morning. Have y'all been staying up with the other crafters? I'm in bed usually by 9:30. So I'm having to go back and catch some replays.
Carol Walker asked, is that a ceramic tray? Where did you find that?
This is an old silver tray, and I pick them up whenever I can find them. I think this one came from Goodwill, but I can't swear to it.
Susan Graham said, first time from Sussex, England.
Welcome, Susan. What is your weather like, and what time is it there right now?
Rawson said watching from Spokane.
Oh, hey, Spokane. We used to live on the other side of the state.
Deb Carpenter said, hello, new here from Central Illinois.
Welcome. We are so happy to have all the new people. I'm Sandy. I'm the Sandy portion of Debbie Sandy Design Co. And we would love to have you follow us. So what you can do is just mash on my nose or the top of my head, whatever you're seeing while I'm painting. 3 little dots will pop up right there. Just click those and click follow. And if you're not following Craft Round the Clock, because that's what we're celebrating today, then we would love to add you there too. Craft Round the Clock is a fabulous group of creators. I started to say bunch. I just love all these ladies. I will say that it's been one of the biggest blessings in my life. So thank you, Tracy. Congratulations. You have done an amazing job building the group. Okay.
Beverly Tranum said, good morning from Southwest Missouri. I'm right here with you. And Lynn Gosner said, good morning from Buffalo.
Good morning, ladies.
Stacy Wiseman said, new from Iowa.
Welcome, Stacy.
Janet Stritzel said, did you paint with chalk paint first?
I did. If I'm doing glass, I don't use chalk paint on it because I cure my painted glass in the oven. And chalk paint is an acrylic base, so I'm afraid it'll bubble. But this is going to air cure, so I'm not worried about it bubbling. So I did just a base coat. I used Plaster Paint Company's paint in Sweet Cream, because when we go back over it with our white multi-surface, then I've got a good base and it's not as thin. Y'all know white is one of the hardest colors to paint because the pigments aren't weighted as heavy as colors. So if you're painting white, count on at least 2 coats.
Jennifer Barker asked what kind of paint you're using, but I think you just answered it.
Okay. Well, what I'm using right now, the copper, is Paint Couture Metallics in copper. And it looks like liquid copper. It is an acrylic paint, but they have some beautiful metallics.
Deborah Kohler said, first time watching from chilly Chicago.
Ooh.
Susan Silverman said, I'm here from Central New York.
Well, thanks for joining us, ladies. I hope you will give us a follow.
Kate Knoll said, hi from Western Washington.
Western Washington. What part? Because we used to live in... Alright, we used to live in Tokeland. But nobody knows where that is. So I'm going to say Westport, Grayling, Aberdeen.
Judy Smith said, from Rockingham, North Carolina.
North Carolina's in the house.
Unique, I think it's Pat, isn't it?
Yeah, Pat.
It's 37 and pouring rain.
Ooh. So we've been talking about getting our garden ready and planting things, and everybody's real worried that we're going to get another cold snap, which we may, but that's okay because y'all know we're starting from seeds, so we've got to start them indoors anyway, and we're just getting our garden plan worked out, getting the ground ready. But down here, I don't think it's going to go below freezing again this year. It might get down into the high 30s, but that's going to be about it. Okay. So I'm going to use my heat gun and just dry this real quick, so when I reach over it, I'm not getting it all over me.
Inez Villarron said, good morning from Scottsdale, Arizona, a newbie.
Good morning and welcome. Wow, it's early in Scottsdale. It's like 7:15, isn't it?
Angela asked what tent. I don't know if it was, I'm behind, so
Okay.
I don't know if it was for the oven or what.
Angela, if you're asking about how I cure glass in the oven, first of all, I use either the enamel or multi-surface paints. I never remember this, by Folk Art. And what I do is I put them in a cold oven, turn it on 250 degrees. When it comes up to temperature, then I set my timer for 20 minutes. Then I turn the oven off at the end of that 20 minutes and just let it sit in the oven till it cools all the way down. And then it's top rack dishwasher safe. But I hand wash all of them. Did you have something else?
Penny Jones said, good morning, first time watching you, love craft around the clock.
Good morning and welcome, Miss Penny. I'm Sandy. I am the Sandy portion of Debbie Sandy Design Co. Debbie Sellers is my business partner, and she's painting her son's house this weekend. Yes, Angela, I do. Okay, now we're going to do a coat of white in the Folk Art multi-surface enamel, because I want this copper to dry just a little bit more, and I'm going to try not to stick my arm in it. Y'all wish me luck.
Teresa Borm said, Missouri here, kind of chilly this morning. And Penny Jones said, good morning from Michigan.
We've got people from everywhere.
Brett said it's 34 here in Salem, Oregon. It's supposed to be dry and hit 50 today.
Well, that's pretty good for Salem.
Charlotte Nelson, another Georgian, said, Sandy, you never know. We had a blizzard in 93.
I remember the blizzard of 93. We were in Tennessee at the time. I don't remember. Was that March? That was March, wasn't it?
Maybe. Melissa Hawkins said, love your shirt. What does it say?
Kinda busy being a dog mom. I have 5 littles. You should hear them here in just a minute when they figure out we turned the TV off. They're all senior dogs and they're all rescues.
Juanita Shakora said, hello from Montana, beautiful Trey. No garden here yet. We got 3 inches of snow last night.
Okay, so Montana, I love. Your state is so beautiful.
Beverly Cranham said, we planted our root vegetables last week. It was therapeutic to play in the dirt.
Very. I'm so excited. I got my herbs started inside, and just doing that much, it just soothed my soul.
Angela asked, do you sew your stuff?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Connie Wilson asks, when are you usually on? I just followed.
Oh, Miss Connie, thank you. Debbie and I alternate weeks. You never know when I'm going to pop up. But next week, I am on every morning except Thursday and Friday at 9:30. I have to think. Next week's going to be kind of an odd week because we're going to Pinners in Atlanta. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 9:30. Tuesday at noon. I'm trying to think when else. If you follow us, we do a series called Craft Crush on Thursday nights at 7, and each week we have a special guest that's our Craft Crush that we want to introduce y'all to and to get to know them in a little bit different way than you do just by watching them do crafts. We will not have Craft Crush this week. We will not be back until next week because we won't be here. Now, you will see us go live from time to time from Pinners. Okay, so I have already drawn out, I wanted to show y'all, I have already drawn out my squares because we're going to do black and white checks in the bottom. I drew that out, just a pencil and a ruler, and I am painting over the pencil. It's fine because when we start doing the squares, I will paint over and cover the pencil marks.
Janice Dixon said, I'm from Tennessee.
Hey, Miss Janice. A good Tennessee girl. I was born and raised in Tennessee. So was my husband. For those of y'all that are new, the male voice that you hear in the background is Mr. B. He is my husband, and he helps me out reading comments when I don't have time to look up. And he also has a series. Let's see, when's your next one? Monday the 14th?
I think so.
Yep. That he shows us ladies the proper way to use different tools and how to build things that we might want.
Cherokee Cheyenne's a first-time watcher from Alabama.
Oh, welcome. What part of Alabama? Because we're not far. We are in, help me out here, south, east or west? Southeast Georgia. We are South Central Georgia. Y'all, we've only been here for a year. I'm still learning my way around. We moved here from New Mexico. Okay.
Rhonda Rawson has said, is that Eastern time? Or asked.
Yes. Everything we do is Eastern time. I know it gets a little confusing because Craft Around the Clock does Central time, which confuses me, y'all, and sometimes I really boo-boo. Okay, I'm just going to clean up.
Tricia Pearson said hello from Scarborough, UK.
Welcome. What time is it there?
Linda Kahn asked, why do you paint over your squares?
I do it because, as you can see, it's still thin enough for me to see the squares, but it gets good coverage. So when I go in to paint them, you're not going to see it as much, and I'm not going to have to take an eraser and go back and erase everything. Mr. B is at 6 Eastern on, I think it's Monday the 14th. It's the second Monday. And this will be his second one. He did so good on his first one. All right, let me hit this with the dryer real quick, and then we will start to add some faux patina in here.
Angela asks, on your squares, how do you count them out to make the black and white turn out?
Every other one. And that's a good tip, Angela. I thank you for asking. When I draw them out, I always go in and figure out where I want to start, and I put an X in every one that I'm going to paint black. If you don't mark them out, then there's a pretty good chance that you're going to end up with two black ones or two white ones next to each other, and I say that because I've done it so many times.
Cherokee Cheyenne said she lives in Huntsville, Decatur area, but she has a lot of family in the Atlanta area, or near the Atlanta area.
I love Huntsville. Okay. Let's see what I want. I'm going to use this one. I've got a little bit of touch up to do here, so I'm just going to get that real quick before I start the patina. And that will also help because I'll have a little bit of the copper already on my brush.
Patricia Pearson said it's 2:34 in the afternoon.
Oh. Well, you're not as far ahead of us as I thought you were.
Tom Hutton said he lives in Darien, Georgia.
Where is Darien?
Vicky Osdahl says new from Iowa.
Hello, Iowa. Did y'all get bad storms yesterday? I thought I saw that you were getting tornadoes.
Robin McCullum is first time watcher from Winfield, Kansas.
Well, welcome, Miss Robin. I appreciate all you new people.
And Sharon Hurlbert said, good morning, snowing in beautiful Colorado.
I saw that on the news earlier. And we actually, so where we lived in New Mexico was the Four Corners area. So we were about 35 miles from the Colorado border, about 35 miles from Durango. So we sent some friends of ours a text message with a screenshot of, yeah, our weather report, because it's supposed to be 85 here today. Okay, I'm going to use, and this color is called Patina. It is the multi-surface from Folk Art, but it's the perfect copper patina color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a paper towel, and I'm just going to start back here where y'all can see. I'm just going to go over randomly and push that down in there, and then as we're working, I'm just going to wipe it back. And you can see the difference there.
Lisa Hale asks, what's the gold color you're using?
The name of the color is Patina, and it's the multi-surface from Folk Art.
Judy Harris said, good morning from Moody, Alabama, new to your show.
Good morning and welcome. I love having all these new people. Y'all are just making my day. So all I'm trying to do is to get this squished down into all of these grooves.
Cynthia Thomas sent 50 stars.
Thank you for the stars.
And Dawn said sandy teal.
It is sandy teal. Everything this color. Okay, for the newbies, this is my favorite color, and I use it on pretty much everything. So everything this color should be called sandy teal.
Margaret Turner said her sister Linda Burton and herself are watching from Olive Hill, Kentucky.
Oh, welcome, Kentucky. And thank y'all for watching.
And Tom Hutton said south of Savannah.
Oh, we are, I think, about 2 hours from Savannah. So, let's see, south of Savannah. Let's see, Jekyll Island would be north.
Robin McCullum asked, can you please share, I think, what time I'm going to be on? I could benefit from his knowledge.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I don't know if I have already created an event for you or not. So it is Monday, I think it's the 14th. It's the second Monday of the month at 6 p.m. Eastern on the Debbie Sandy Design Co. page.
Stacy Wiseman said they had tornado watches in southeast Iowa, but it crossed over them.
Oh, good. It looked like it was going to be pretty bad.
Nancy said, good morning, new follower from Mississippi.
Good morning, and thanks for the follow. Y'all, that really helps us out.
Juanita Shakora said, looks like old copper, beautiful.
That's the sweetest thing you could have said to me, because that's what I'm going for.
And Janet Stritzel asked, what's the gold color?
The name of it is patina, and it is the multi-surface.
The gold.
Huh?
The gold color.
Oh, the copper. It is the copper metallic from Paint Couture. I thought you said the Gulf.
Oh, sorry.
Y'all, I'm trying to hurry so we can get started on the squares. But I also want to get this right.
No, Lisa Hawkins, I will not be showing my belly.
Lisa, he may not understand that. He may not understand that.
Denise said, is new to your page. Good morning from Florida.
Good morning, Florida. I'd like to be in Florida right about now. I'd like to be in Savannah right about now. So I'm just dabbing and then going back and dabbing some off. That way I can push it down in all of those crevices.
Lisa said, explain it to him. You can explain it later.
Okay.
Dawn said, belly play is purely Pat Sellers' arena.
Yeah. And Dawn, you missed it the other night. And it was funny because I thought Debbie was going to die. Ooh, y'all, this is going to be so pretty.
Dawn said, dang.
I think he even called your name. So, for those of y'all who don't know what we're talking about, on Craft Crush, sometimes Debbie's husband jumps on and embarrasses her. And it's hilarious. Just a little bit more to go. Now, I use this color in some of the flowers on the cup. So I'm trying to make sure that everything on here coordinates.
Wanda Snedeker said, I love those colors.
Thank you. I'm loving the way that it's turning out. Don't you love it when you have an idea in your head and it works?
Randy Nat said good morning.
Good morning. I'm going to leave that out just in case. All right. Now let's hold this up. I want you to see the handles. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So now we can start on our checks. So I shake this up and then I get a fair amount in the lid, and this is just the Pure Black Multi-Surface by Folk Art, and that's what I'm going to be using to do the checks. And I'm just using a shader brush.
Minnie said hey and sent blessings.
Hey, Miss Minnie.
Vicki Holloman said hello from San Antonio.
Hello, San Antonio. I have spent some time in San Antonio.
Getting a lot of comments. How pretty, beautiful that is.
Thank you, guys. I want to get some of the checks done so you can get a good idea of what it's going to look like.
Mindy Mingo said good morning.
Good morning. Has everybody had enough coffee? Who am I kidding? There's never enough coffee. Never ever enough coffee.
Lisa Hale asked, is that a metal tray, Sandy? I'm wanting to paint a plastic tissue holder. Do I use multi-surface?
Yes. I like multi-surface for anything that's real slick. You can use chalk paint. Just know that you're going to need to baby it for a few weeks. This is metal. This is a silver tray. I think I got it at Goodwill.
Kathy said hello.
Hello, Miss Kathy. And y'all will notice that I turn it around and round and around. But that's just so I can get good straight lines.
Linda Kahn asked, do you do colored drag on your checks?
Most of the time I do, but I'm going to do colored dots between these, so I wanted to keep this one kind of clean. I will go in just the corners between all the black squares.
Tina Stewart Taylor said she just hopped on. What's the green you used?
So I did a faux patina. I did Paint Couture Copper Metallic, and then went over the top of it with the multi-surface from Folk Art in the color Patina. I just dabbed it in and then took a paper towel and dabbed some off.
Sharon Hurlbert said, OMG, isn't that super hard when you're left-handed?
My camera is not flipped. I'm right-handed. I think I was supposed to be left-handed though. You know, when you do the test to tell you if what your dominant side is, mine always comes back that I should have been left-handed. But I'm old. When I was a kid, if they could change it, they did.
Mindy Mingo said, look at you being all Mackenzie Childs like. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I love me some Mackenzie Childs. Y'all, I love Mackenzie Childs. I love Mary Engelbreit. I love bright colors. I love to mix patterns.
Teresa Crane said this tray is gorgeous.
Thank you. Okay, so you can see where we're going with the checks. And then I will just use some of the patina and some of the copper and go in with one of my little dotting tools and just make dots between each of the black checks on the corner. If I was going to do colored drags, I would probably do it in copper. And y'all, I'm going to be running out of time here, so I will post photos of this on my page when we get finished. I may do some polka dots along this edge in the white. I don't know yet. I'll see what it looks like after I get the checks done. Did you have a question?
Yeah, Phyllis, Tammy said, does Phyllis sell paint, couture paint? Do you have a link? Let me go find that.
Okay. Yes, she does. And also, if you go to allpaintproducts.com, they have everything. So you can go through either one. This would go a lot faster if my brush were bigger. All right, y'all. I am going to jump off of here and we'll finish this up and I'll get photos for you. I appreciate everybody jumping on with me today. This has been fun. I like Sunday mornings. Y'all have a wonderful day and just know that I love you so big. Bye.